you probably don't know me, but odds are you feel bad for me. You see, I'm Prospector's wife, Tara. I know what you're thinking. Oh, that poor woman. The truth is, he's the sweetest guy. Most of the time. But when he starts rambling, yeah, you have no idea. It's actually far worse than you can imagine. Here's a little taste of my world. It's time for Prospector's Picky Pet Peeves on Rock 107.
Someone who won't text. They call and they refuse to text, but then they leave like a vague voicemail like, call me back, I need to talk to you about something. All right, great. Now I'm pacing around waiting on biopsy results or something. What's it about? Am I fired? Did I win something? Tell me what you need. Don't turn my phone into a suspense thriller.
Seriously?
And then there's the people who just text. Can I ask you a question? Hey, you just did. You used up that one free shot. Just ask the question. Now I'm trapped in a hostage negotiation waiting for your mystery message. Don't build suspense. It's not a cliffhanger. It's a Tuesday.
Nobody cares.
And people who don't return shopping carts. They just leave them stranded in the parking lot like abandoned baby strollers. There's a car corral right there, 10 feet away. But apparently that's too far for the lazy Olympics. Put it back or at least let me launch it into your car as a public service reminder.
Really? You think that was bad? Try living with him. Love you, honey. Mean it.
Metallica, 18 minutes after 7 o'clock. It's 2 for Tuesday, Northeast PA's Classic Rock. Everybody's worried about AI taking their job, but you probably wouldn't want this job anyway. Good morning, it's Prospector Show on Rock 107.
Kohler just debuted a new toilet camera that watches you go, then uses an algorithm to analyze the results and track your health.
Kid, it's called Dakota. A play on the word Dakota, obviously. Are you ready for this? Mm-hmm. Costs $600.
Oh.
And it fits on the side of most toilet bowls and uses optical sensors to scan your waste. Then it spits out stats on your phone because, that's what I really want, to start my day with a push notification that tells me my fiber intake is disappointing.
You sign in on a fingerprint scanner so it knows whose waste it's scanning. It can tell you whether you're dehydrated and what percentage of your sessions are regular each week. It also looks for signs of any blood.
Okay, look, I worry I wouldn't be able to get to the scan to work in one of those crunch time moments and I couldn't be able to go. All of a sudden it's going to go all hell on me. I'm sorry, Prospector, I can't let you use this toilet today. They say, don't worry, though, there is no chance of your junk showing up on the camera. Quote, Dakota sensors see down into your toilet bowl and nowhere else. Because that's what I was worried about.
Yeah, that's what I was freaked out about. On top of the $600, there's also an annual subscription fee.
Great.
I know. $70 a year if it's just you, and $130 for a family plan. They're on sale at KohlerHealth.com. The first orders are shipping today.
That's what I want, a pay-to-poo plan. I can't wait. We had Kohler send us one to test out. Listen to the AI toilet results.
Well, looks like someone's been dining off the dollar menu again. I'm detecting traces of artificial cheese, mystery meat, and enough sodium to melt the ice on a driveway. Your fiber count. Let's just say a tumbleweed rolls through your intestines once a week. Maybe swap the drive-through for a drive past it. Add a vegetable. And no fries don't count. I'll be here, analyzing, silently judging, and cheering you on one flush at a time.
Now it's time for, does Pennsylvania have a budget yet?
Oh, you mean the one that was due in the beginning of July and it's now almost the end of October? No, we don't.
This has been, does Pennsylvania have a budget yet? Life's pretty tough right now. There's plenty of bad news, but it's not all bad. It's time for the brighter side of Prospector on Rock 107.
This one's kind of relevant for Halloween. A new study found giving peanut products to babies has prevented 60,000 kids from developing dangerous allergies over the past decade. Now, doctors used to tell patients not to let kids have peanuts till about the age of 3 because they thought it might cause allergies. The advice flipped in 2015, and it's made a massive difference. Peanut allergies are down 27% since then and 40% since the recommendations expanded in 2017.
Thanks. We needed that. The brighter side of Prospector on Rock 107. Prospector can be a little hot-headed. Sometimes he can be selfish. He labors to get through most social interactions.
Sometimes you can be kind of a jerk.
Today, he asked the question, am I a jerk? Rock 107.
All right, am I a jerk? Let me lay out the situation before you start chiming in, all right? Maybe I broke some kind of wedding etiquette this past weekend, buffet-style dinner, where they call up the tables. You know what I'm talking about, Kate?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so I'm at the dinner, and at one point, we're there, cocktail hour. I get up, and I start talking to somebody at another table. Well, now they start serving dinner, and they come over to that table and say, you guys can go up and get your food. I go right up, and I get my food. 5 tables ahead of my table if they went by table numbers, which I believe they did. So, does that make me a jerk?
Yes, that is wedding etiquette rule number 1. You don't skip the food line, Prospector.
I thought wedding number 1 was you don't wear white. Because, the bride's wearing white. You get what I'm saying?
All right, number 2.
Number 3, maybe. Number 2, don't show up and say, hey, guess what? I'm getting married. All right, anyway, we're getting off topic here. Let's talk about whether or not I'm a jerk. What are we hearing on social media and all that good stuff?
Chris from your Facebook said definitely a jerk on this one.
Got one texted in on the rock lines. I mean, I would have went back to my table and waited, but hey, who cares? It's not like they're going to run out of food. Not a jerk.
As valid as a point that is, I still don't care.
Yeah, it doesn't necessarily make it right because they're not going to run out of food. Let's find out if anybody else ever agrees. If they go to the rock lines. Am I a jerk? Rock 107.
Oh, Prospector, no way.
You're okay with that?
Yeah, oh, absolutely.
Absolutely, he's all right with that. That's
Easy.
making me feel a little bit better. I'm not going to lie.
Mike from your Facebook said, not a jerk, but a true genius would have stood at the bride and groom table and been first.
I thought he was calling me a genius, but he's saying a true genius would have done that.
Yeah, calm down.
Okay.
Guy from your Facebook also said, in all caps, jerk.
All right, am I a jerk?
Kathy from our TikTok said, yeah, I think that makes you a jerk. If your table was called right after, maybe it would be okay, but 5 tables early is wrong.
On to the rock lines, Rock 107. Does this make me a jerk?
No, you're not a jerk. You're an entrepreneurist.
I'm an entrepreneur here on this one. That's right. I'm a genius, right?
Correct. There you go.
All right, I may have fed him the I'm a genius part, but he agreed.
Oh, my God.
He agreed. That's got to count for something.
Mike from your Twitter said, jerk. I'm not sure if you got the stink eye from your wife as you had food and she did not.
I got the raised eyebrow when I came back with the plate. Absolutely.
Jeff from our TikTok said, not a jerk, genius.
Yes.
Good work, Prospector.
Thank you, Jeff.
Easy. Renee from your Facebook said, I'm thinking jerk this time. Although if you did go up with that table and it was 5 tables before yours, you could possibly eat and then go back for seconds when your table was called.
Which is exactly what I did.
Oh, my goodness.
Does all this make me a jerk? We're on to the rock lines, Rock 107.
Yes, I'm sorry, sir, but I have to say that was a pretty jerky move.
Mm-hmm. I'll take this, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah, you put some respect on. Listen, maybe you think I'm a jerk, and she does, so that's fine.
Ruth from our TikTok said, yes to the people who are at your table. You take a plate of food to people who are waiting for their turn. You look like an idiot.
And got one texted in from Brian in Freeland, line cutter, jerk.
That's what I'm saying.
In the question today of am I a jerk for going up when I'm visiting a table when they were called up to the buffet 5 tables ahead of mine at the wedding, the answer, according to you, Northeast PA, by a pretty wide margin, yes. Yes, I am a jerk.
Ladies and gentlemen, grab the kids, call your neighbors, and gather around the radio.
It's now time to announce the winner of Prospector's Jam Bag of the Day, as decided by you at rock107.com.
We uncover the most baffling, ridiculous, pathetic, cockeyed, laughable, preposterous blunders in the world of misdeeds. Nominee number 1.
You've probably heard about people being caught using novelty license plates or ones that were altered or faked, but this is new. The California Highway Patrol stopped a driver earlier this month who had an elaborate hand-drawn license plate. It was a California plate, and they tried to make it look legit. They mimicked the actual California script font at the top and included a representation of the registration sticker and the DMV's website at the bottom. The weird thing is the plate number and tags are legit. They said they lost the actual plate and they were just trying to stay compliant. Officers say they get points for creativity in theory, but they were slapped with a fine of $197. That's more than 5 times the cost of a new plate they could have ordered through the DMV for just $27.
Nominee number 2.
One of the don't break rules of high school is don't do anything stupid to get yourself tossed in jail. A high school teacher has filed a police report after a student stole a fairly valuable Hello Kitty Funko Pop figure from her desk. And she says it's not really about the money. She's upset because it was a gift from a 3rd grade student 6 years ago who spent their own money on the doll because they knew she was a huge fan of Hello Kitty. Apparently, a student stole it, probably because it's now worth up to $300, and the teacher is bummed because it's probably already been sold off or loaded to somebody else. The teacher says she's still holding out hope that the student will do the right thing and return it, but regardless, she says there will be consequences.
And the winner is
the driver who was fined for having a hand-drawn license plate because they lost theirs. You do you. You're the Yam Bag of the Day. And we'll move on to Friday's Yam Bag of the Week competition. Keep it here for all the nominees for Prospector's Yam Bag of the Day, weekday mornings on Rock 107. Podcast. Be sure to catch us live weekdays from 5:30 to 10 a.m. on Rock 107 or online at rock107.com or the Rock 107 app. A free download for your Android or iPhone. Subscribe to the podcast on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher Radio, or wherever you get your podcasts so you never miss Prospector's Prime Cuts.